Okay, welcome to week 4, where we're finally doing a physical, tangible project. More like the metals projects we would be doing if you were actually physically in the studio with me. But yeah, hopefully you've gotten your tools, your two pairs of pliers, one pair of wire snips or clippers, and some wire to work with. So if you haven't, I'm actually going to be putting well, okay, welcome to week 4. We're finally moving into making physical, tangible object rather than doing 3D design. So hopefully that's will be a nice change of events for you guys. It is going to be fairly limited what we're able to do, but hopefully, yeah, will give you a bit more of a taste of what the actual class would have been like. So yeah, we're going to be basically learning some hand skills, so using tools, how to manipulate them, move them to create links out of wire. So we're going to be, kind of exploring the process of modular design, which is essentially creating a module. In this case, we're creating a link, like in a chain kind of thing, a little link, and then repeating it multiple times and then assembling it to make a larger composition. So this is sort of the physical, tangible version of the very first project that we did with the compositions. It is kind of open and vague for those of you who didn't like that. Our next project will be more specific and controlled. So this one is more exploratory. And the final object you're making is what is kind of open-ended, I guess. So you're going to be kind of engaging with the idea of sculpture or wearable sculpture, which is essentially jewelry. I don't want to make you guys make jewelry in case you're not really into that. It can just be like a sculpture that hangs from somewhere or sits on something. It is going to lend itself to either being hung or worn on the body, because we are making links which are not like in a secured position. So there is going to be movement and fluidity in the sculpture. So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, so we're going to make one sculpture wearable or hangable or on your desktop with at least 25 modular links. You can create 2 different link designs if you want to add a little bit of variety, but at least 1, and no more than 2, so 1 or 2. It can be the same exact design, just a bigger one and a smaller one, or bigger and smaller, or it can be 2 completely different designs. But it is also a process of exploring how you can combine multiple of the same things to create an interesting whole. So kind of exploring pattern making as well. Okay, so we have a process here. It's going to be a little bit different than our other projects. More of a step-by-step process. So you're going to start with sketching. So we're going to sketch at least 10 different ideas or options of links you can create. I do kind of walk through that in the video. So at least 10 different ideas. Link ideas should include 2 loops for attachment points. Again, I'll explain that in the video. And then after you sketch, which is really just our kind of brainstorming process, you're going to choose one or two of them, and then create at least 25 replications of them. So if you choose 2, it could be like 2 of one link, 23 of the other. The ratio doesn't matter, but you should have 25 little individual components joined into a larger whole. And then you're gonna, after you make all the links, you're gonna get creative, figure out how to combine them. If you want to make something more 3-dimensional, something wearable, something that would hang from somewhere, Or if you want something a little flatter that would just kind of like lay out somewhere, maybe like more of a mesh type of a coaster or something like that. That's kind of your process. And then for this project, you're just going to be submitting pictures on Canvas. So one picture of your sketches, one picture of like the link you chose actually made, and then one picture of your final sculpture. And if you made something wearable, like take a picture of it on. If you made it to sit on the table, take a picture of it on the table. You can submit more than one picture if you want to, if you're feeling like you can't get the whole thing in one, or a very good representation of the whole sculpture in one photo. Submit multiple photos. And at least one photo, I do need to see that you have your 25 links. So if you show a picture of a bracelet, also maybe put it on the table so I can like count them. Yep, and then here's your graded criteria. So we have kind of a new category this time, which is craftsmanship, which is a pretty big one in metalsmithing. I'm not going to be super harsh about it because, again, very limited tools. Technically, we aren't going to be doing things like the most ideal and best way, best practices. We're kind of doing them the more like rough, get it done type of style. But your goal is to make your links as identical as you can. So we're making them neatly. Your loops at the end should be like closed, round, circular. They should be as identical as possible. So taking time to really try to practice repetition, practice precision using your hand tools. And also, your jump rings are close. So basically your whole structure is just like secure. Like if you pick it up, it's not gonna just fall apart. And then some of the other requirements, again, 25 links, no more than 2 different link designs, be creative, 3 images submitted to Canvas or more. I haven't updated all the pictures, but I'm gonna put the second page examples of the images that I want you to submit to Canvas so you know exactly what I'm looking for. And if you guys have any questions, like always, email me your question, or we can chat online live if you have something that's a little bit harder to explain through email. So yep, good luck, have fun with this one, be creative. This is a good like break from all of your computer work, hopefully something fun to do.